Hey guys, it's me, Becky with the good hair. Okay, so I want to come back with a quick update on my PCP appointment for medical clearance and just give y'all a quick update for those who catching this videos late. I am in the process of my journey to get the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. My projected surgery date is May 2018. I say May 20. They say May 2018. I really will be done in April with my process. However, just to wait on the approval from the insurance, we're gonna schedule it for May. Super excited. I've done a lot. I've done a few tests already. The ball has been rolling, and if you have not watched any of my other videos, just go back, check them out. Tell me what you think. I'm going to try to make it my business to update you all on everything that's going on with me, all the tests that I take, the experiences that I have, just to share, and hopefully my journey helps someone else. But let's get into it. Medical clearance. Now, first of all, with medical clearance, I was a little nervous about this, or a lot of nervous about this, because I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what was going to be done. I didn't know if I was going to have to get referrals and go to this person, that person. Like, I had no idea what to expect. So I made my appointment and I went to see my PCP. And basically, I met up with my nurse that I always see all the time. And she's so silly. We always had good conversation. And she was like, so what you got to get done? You know, what they need. And I'm like, who you asking? I'm up in here hoping that y'all gonna be able to tell me. So she started laughing. She's like, well, I'm thinking that you're probably just gonna need like an EKG and some blood work. That's probably what the doctor is gonna want me to do. And I was like, okay, so I've never had EKG before. What does that entail? I don't know, but it just sounds steep, sounds serious, you know. And she was like, oh no, I can do that for you right now in office, blood work, we can get it all done today. And I'm like, cool, today, let's get it. So she was like, well, go ahead and take your top off, bra off, and put on this little paper shirt, open shirt thing, and get up on the table bed. And I was like, cool. So she left out, rolls in the machine. I get undressed, put everything on. And she told me to lay back on this table. And first of all, I don't know. I just have insecurities about all of these breasts that I have, okay? Because my first thought is I'm about to lay back and my titty's about to do this. Anybody who has big breasts to sis, and don't get me wrong, right now, my breasts do not do all, it's not real saggy or anything like that. I'm not saying I have saggy breasts or anything. I just know when I lay down, the girls tend to go left and right. So when I lay down, that's exactly what happens. So I'm just kind of a little insecure about laying on top of this table with my... Yeah, so that's what happened. So I'm telling her, girl, this is uncomfortable. Like, what is going on? You got to walk me through this. And I'm literally saying this to her, and she's just dying laughing. I'm like, you have got to walk me through this. You got me on this table, my stuff split, chest just flat right here, just because everything going opposite ways. And she was like, well, I'm going to put these little stickers on you, and then I'm going to clamp cords to them and then plug the other end of them to the machine. Is going to read your heart. So you got to stop laughing, you got to stop talking and let me do this. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just being overly dramatic about it. And I'm like, okay, well, help, oh God, okay. So she was like, lift up your left, and she told me to lift up because my breast is just all over the place. So she told me to lift up my left breast so she could put it up under there. And I'm really feeling weird on this table. It was so funny, but it was just a very uncomfortable feeling because, my breast was just all over the place. And, the only thing that gets done with these breastises is, regular exams, and that'd be real quick, and that's it. Me having to hold up my breast, and you put some stickers up on it and some stuff on my arm, stickers on my arm, and I think some on this other side and on my stomach, and then she clamped it to it. She plugged it up to the machine, and then 30 seconds later, she's okay, we're done. I'm like, what? That's it? She was like, yeah, we're done. So I didn't even get to see what was going on in the machine. I'm just over here just quiet as a church mouse, sitting there just waiting for her to tell me what's next. But all of this is being read. My heart was being read in that process. I'm just trying to calm myself down about laying on this table. So in my mind, I'm hoping my EKG is not going to read craziness, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm on this table and my titties is, oh God, I can't believe it. You know, I'm just thinking all in my head, all the wrong stuff, which she probably just don't even care about. But to me, it was just dramatic. So anyway, she said, okay, I'm gonna go run this out here to the doctor. Yeah, I'm here crying to myself. But anyway, she said, I'm gonna run this out here to the doctor. She's gonna read this. In the process, I'm going to go ahead and get your blood work. So she came back, did my blood work, got like 3 vials of blood. So I'm like, cool. She said, you can go ahead and put your shirt back on. Doctor will be here in about a couple minutes. So I was sitting there waiting, sitting down, pull out my phone, and I'm on Instagram and Snapchat, just looking at stuff. And 20 minutes go by, and I'm saying to myself, where is the doctor? I said, if she's not in here in 2 minutes, I'm going out that door and I'm going to figure out, you know, what's happening. So she didn't come. So I opened up the door and I peeked my head out. I see my doctor over there on the computer. She could have been doing some online shopping for all I know, y'all. But all I know was she was on the computer. And I'm sitting there like, she ain't working. She ain't working. I know she ain't working. So one of the nurses said, oh, you okay? You need something? I said, yeah, I need a doctor. You know, because I'm just like, what's happening? Like, did y'all forget about me? And she was like, oh, no, you're next. And I'm like, okay. So I shut the door. Literally 5 seconds later, the doctor come knocking on the door. And she's like, oh, you were next. I'm looking at her like, girl, you forgot about me. But I was like, that's fine. And she just, basically, we just had a little small conversation. And she was like, well, I know you're excited about this process. And I can't wait to see how things go for you. Make sure you come back for your regular visits so I can check you out and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm excited. And as we were talking, she was signing my paper. And as she was signing it, she told me my EKG read good. Everything was normal. She's going to get me a copy of it and I can go check out. Y'all, I was so excited. I was happy. I was like, whew, thank you, Jesus. Because like I said, I had no idea. I know my blood work went back yet. I just did it. But I was like, I don't even care, honey. Sign this paper. Let's go. Get me up out of here before you change your mind. It was just that serious. So I followed her out the door. And I saw my nurse. And she said, oh, let me give you a copy of your EKG or whatever before you check out. And I was like, tell you what, can you just go ahead and fax all of this over to my surgeon's office? Because honestly, I'd rather it come from y'all than me sending it over. I don't want no problems. You can still give me a copy of it because I do keep everything for my records. But I would prefer y'all to send it versus me send it, just, you know, just to be safe. And she was like, yeah, absolutely. So she went ahead and sent a copy of it and gave me a copy of it. And that was it, y'all. That was absolutely it. It was short and sweet. Well, I'm not going to say short and sweet. It was actually longer than it needed to be because my doctor was chilling, probably on Facebook or something. I don't know what she was doing over there. But she was definitely chilling. I got my medical clearance form signed and dated. Super stoked about that. I even got a copy of my EKG, don't know what it means, can't read it, a bunch of lines and squigglies, but they said it's normal. It says normal EKG, got my name and stuff on it. So got my medical clearance letter. Oh, can't see that good, but my medical clearance letter signed by my doctor, and they faxed it over. Matter of fact, by the time I got home, my bariatric coordinator emailed me and she told me, oh, we got your forms, yay. And I was like, yay. So I was super stoked about that because well, and that's just one thing I have to commend my bariatric center about. My coordinator, she's so awesome. She stays on top of her game, honey. She always makes sure that she lets me know every time she gets paperwork, she gets everything from. I never have to call and say, did y'all do this? Did y'all get that? She always informs me, and I love the communication because I'm the type of person who's very consistent and I like to feel comfortable. Speaking of which, that brings me to my Psych Eval. My Psych Eval, I know I talked to y'all about this before and I don't know how much I said, so please forgive me if I repeat something, but the surgeon's office gave me a list of people that I could call. Oh, about to lose my paper, excuse me, y'all. A list of people, and all you see these red stars, are people that I could call that takes my insurance, that do Psych Evals. I looked all of them up online. And I chose one particular one because one, they were closest to me and they had the better hours and great ratings. So I called her. I'm not even going to say her name. I called her. She didn't answer the phone. On her voicemail, it actually said that the best way to reach her is via email. So I was like, cool, I like email. Let's do it. So I emailed her. She did respond that night. And she was like, oh, yeah, I could do your psych evaluation. We can make it very smooth. I do it over the phone. I do FaceTime. I do face-to-face. Whatever works for you in your schedule. I'm like, perfect. That's awesome. Whichever way is fine with me. I just want to get it done. So she was like, well, I'm going to send you a copy of your forms. Fill your forms out. Send them back to me. And then, boom, we'll schedule a time. I was like, great. She sent me a copy of my forms. Here's the forms. 4 pages of just filling out information. And basically, for anybody who don't know, it's pretty much your history of, you know, weight, obesity, your health, wanted to know about you, pretty much, what medications you're on, want to know if you have any anxieties and what stressors you have and what they are, what they're related to, whether it's weight, work life, home, family, any habits that you have in regards to eating, any habits that you have in regards to health, a breakdown of how you eat on a regular basis, just a lot of information. Want to know what you know about surgery, about the surgery, just the information and how well knowledgeable you are about it. So really good information that you have to fill out that the doctor or your psychologist will want to know, which was fine. It took me about a couple of hours to do it. That night I finished it and I scanned it and emailed it back to her. And I said, okay, it's done. Just give me a call or email with the best time that you want to meet, and I will make myself available. You just tell me, you know, a day or so in advance. I can make sure I'm, you know, meet my appointment. Never heard anything back. Y'all, this was about over 2 weeks ago. Since then, I reached out to her again. I say, hey, just checking in. Want to make sure you got my forms I sent back. Just waiting to schedule an appointment with you. What's up? Basically is what I said. Reached out to my bariatric coordinator as well and told her, you know, hit up the doctor, the psychologist. Haven't heard from her. What should I do? You know, and she was like, well, you know, we work with her quite often. She's pretty good. I really wouldn't be too concerned about it. If you don't hear back from her, she said this week, then next week she'll have one of the people in the office reach out to her. And I'm just like, why? I don't understand why I should have somebody else reach out to you. So I'm a little nervous about that because you're somebody who's doing my psych eval. You have the ability to tell them something negative about me and you're not even consistent. I can't even depend on you. So in my mind, I'm ready to call somebody else on the list. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And y'all tell me quick because I'm going to call her today. And I may try her again tomorrow. Give her over the weekend to figure out her life. And then on Monday, it may be a totally different story. Because I feel like, you know, I don't want to bug you. I know you got other patients. But I think it's common courtesy to reach out to someone and tell them, hey, I got your forms. I'm a little backed up. I know your surgery is not until May. Ding, ding. However, let's schedule something another 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Say something. Anything, but nothing at all to me is, I don't know, it's just not professional. And I would just want her to at least acknowledge me. And she has not. And that just makes me feel a little weird. So, like I said, my coordinator, she's super nice and she's super patient. And I'm patient too. But like I said, I just think it's just kind of weird that nobody said anything. She hasn't, nobody on her behalf has said anything. And I'm just a little nervous about that. So y'all let me know what you think. My coordinator says she can have somebody reach out to her for me, but I don't feel like nobody should have to reach out to her for me because that kind of looks bad too, that somebody else has to do it. And I don't want it to affect my psych eval. Not that it would, not that she would do that, but I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no idea. And I'm already nervous about that. And this is the last thing on my list that's required by my doctor and my insurance. The psych eval outside of my nutrition, you know, dietary visits that I have to do. I have one coming up, not this Monday, but next Monday, I believe, which is the 26th. And then I have 2 more after that. and then I'm done. They submit my paperwork and that's it. So this is the only really, really hard thing for me to do. And a chick is nervous, okay? I am nervous because I'm like, she ain't saying nothing. Nothing. So, I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think, and if it were you, what would you do? Because my mind is telling me if I don't hear back from her within the next 48 hours, or at least over this weekend, by Monday-ish, then I may need to go another route. But anyway, I want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope all of you had a great Valentine's Day full of love and all that good stuff. My lashes is flying. Don't judge me. Y'all probably looking at them all this video like, I wish she would just snatch these lashes off. But I'm not, because it's not often that I do my lashes. But anyway, I had a really good time. It was so lovely. It was just great. So I hope everyone's day was full of love and sweetness and all that good stuff. Even after I do my Psych Eval and my visits for the nutritionist, I'm going to try to make sure I still upload videos every week. Just telling you how I feel, what I'm doing. I got some ideas in mind about how I want to take things from this point on, just to kind of prepare my body and my mind for the surgery. And I'm kind of get y'all input on it and tell me what you think. I haven't went over my body weights, pictures, body shots, none of that stuff. I was just trying to wait a little bit longer before I get into all that, and hopefully I have more subscribers by then. So share my video with your homies, your friends, and anybody else that's interested. And make sure you comment and subscribe. Like my video if you like it. I hope you love it. So I don't have a love it button. And that's all I got. Peace.